Hello, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about a special experience in Petra in Jordan. We have made something called integrated risk assessment. First of all, I have to tell you about Petra. Petra region is located in the southern part of Jordan. It's about 245 kilometers from Amman, the capital. And currently, Petra is governed by a special authority body called Petra Development and Tourism Regional Authority. Petra, its area, it's about 264 kilometers protected by area containing archaeological and natural assets located in the south of Jordan. Also, Petra is one of the most important archaeological sites in Jordan built by the Rabbatians in the 400 BC. And it is a World Heritage Site since 1985, declared as one of the 7 wonders in the 2007. Jordan's most visited site, and also it generates about 80% of the tickets fees. By the virtue of the slope topography of the region and the quality of the soil, as well as the proximity to the Dead Sea fault, region is exposed for many disasters, such as the earthquake, flash flood, landslide, and rockfalls. These are the 4 risks, or the most 4 risks that we are exposed to: flash flood, landslide, earthquake, and rockfall. So Petra has adopted many measures to deal with these risks. One of them is joining the Making City Resilience campaign. We joined it at 2012, and we had officially announced in the 2013. Also, the things I think most of the people they are familiar with, the LGSAT and etc. The main concept of our presentation here is the integrated risk assessment. We aim to identify which hazards are the most likely to occur in the Petra that have the biggest impact on communities or individuals' assets, such as flash flood, land and rock slides, earthquake. The study aims to assist the communities in the pre-disaster mitigation plans, to generate hazard maps, seismic, landslide, rockfall, and floods hazards, and then to identify elements at risk and estimate the vulnerability value, and finally to calculate the damage and assess the risk due to the particular hazard. The study was conducted over about 7 square kilometers and mapped to a grid with a resolution of 100 by 100 meters unit size. The first one is the seismic hazard and risk assessment. The hazard map for the geological map of Petra and the magnetic maps is very essential to do that. The study for this risk has taken 2 scenarios. One of them is based in the magnitude of 7 earthquake of the Dead Sea. It's about 140 kilometers from the epicenter. And the second one is based in the future of magnitude of 7 again, but it's from the Gulf of Aqaba, 100 kilometer distance from epicenter. They came up with the damage probability summary for 2 scenarios, as you see. And then we had made the maps, the damage probability for building, economic losses, human losses, as you see here. Also, the maps for the vulnerability of elements to failure of return walls and the power lines which are in the risk. It comes with lots of results and conclusion. I don't want to read it, it's very long. Then we go to the flooding hazard and how to assess it. It aims to provide a rational basis for a flood management decision-making at the national scale and locally. First of all, it's done the topographic map and drainage for the study area. Then it's taken 4 scenarios for 25, 50, 75, 100 years. The peak flow and the flood volume were estimated for different return periods, ranging from 25 to 100 years. Sorry. Then the flood plain zone in the main water path were determined and using ArcGIS. 4 types of or levels of the floodplain were defined. 25 years for the zone of plain, the probability of 4%, as you see. And then we come with each year or each 25 years or 50 years, etc. Where is the probability or the places are exposed to flood. For the landslide and rock falls, we aim to identify the areas of potential hazard, area zoning using 100 by 100 meter, land use and land cover, and developing landslide or rockfall susceptibility maps for the Petra. And landslide hazard evaluation rating, I think it's internationally, I think. And then it comes with the maps for the surveyed documented area. And here is for rockfall hazard, and this is the criteria for each place. And this is some of the areas that is were shown as rate C low or B moderate or rate high. It's some pictures of the area. Landslide and susceptibility potential maps, as you see here. And this is some of the places where it were exposed for the landslides. And also these. Landslide rockfall hazard risk assessment, and we came with landslide susceptibility potential maps under seismic condition. And thank you for, if you have any question, please. I think we have 7 minutes. Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I will ask in English just to make everybody understand my question. I've noticed that your presentation was a great presentation.
Thank you.
But mostly was talking about assessment.
Yes.
Is there a preventive stage regarding to prevent this risk?
Yeah, yes, it is the next step which we have adopted in Petra, that we have now starting to do the land using and to give advices for them, say for the locals and investors, such like that. And also we have adopted another thing in the Petra for the rock falls. We have adopted a new project. It's called the Sea Stability, which monitoring the cracks in the sea and which will be exposed to fall or not. This is the things we adopt nowadays. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your interesting presentation.
Thank you.
And we know Petra is one of the wonderful in the world. And I would like to ask you about the measures to keep Petra from environmental aspects and different important, I think, to keep it for the whole world as a unique place in the world. What's the main measures from Jordan government taken to keep it and to avoid any destroy and anything in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, we are working side by UNESCO, you know, UNESCO, and we adopted a lot of projects. One of them, as I told you, that previously it's the sea stability, and nowadays we are doing a risk mapping in the Petra itself. Okay, and in the next few months we are going to adopt a new project. It's called the building a museum, and to preserve the ruins or the unique things in the Petra. Yeah, thank you. Any questions?
Maybe the last question for me.
Okay.
Thank you very much for this
Okay.
valuable presentation. My question about the cooperation on the national level. I mean in Jordan.
Yes.
What type of cooperation have you there, and with which organizations there in Jordan, I mean?
I think we have a lot of cooperation, but the most important is with the tourist ministry. You know, we have a lot of cooperation in this issue or this regard with the Ministry of Tourists. You know, they adopted some plans in Petra. There is a plan called the Reservation of Petra. Yeah, it's a plan for 5 years. And they adopted lots of measures to keep Petra as it is. And also we have, maybe the most impact in the Petra is, the rock falls and the floods. But there is another impact is due to the, using the horses, the things in Petra. So nowadays they are trying to adopt something to, avoid these impacts in Petra.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for your informative presentation. And we think that it could be a model for other developing countries how to preserve their cultural heritage. Can you tell me what you think about the community participation and community awareness in the role of preservation for this heritage? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Actually, maybe 1 month ago, we started a new training for the community and the people who are dealing with Petra, and how to deal with the Petra or to deal with the tourists, how to deal with this important site, yeah, okay, and how to preserve it or keep it as it is or sustain it. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you.